Hello, this is Kate Stillman with YogaHealer.com, and I'm here today with my old friend, Charlie Bird. And we're here to talk about essential oils. Charlie talked me into doTERRA oils a while back. I've been using essential oils with Ayurveda for, I don't know, maybe about 15 years. And it's been really great because I feel like what doTERRA did is made it really down-home, practical, super useful. And so we're gonna have a few different segments here. In the first segment, let's talk about travel kit, because I gotta go. I'm in Mexico. I gotta go to LA for the next 6 days. What should I bring?
So when I travel, I take something that lives in my purse, and I have several of oils that I take with me here and there.
It's soft, small, so you can just stick it in.
Yep, it fits my purse well. And if you look in there, you're going to see more than what the average person actually needs to take with them on trips like you're going on.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of oils that I use sporadically and I don't want to be at home without them, and others that I use every single day. Ones that I use every single day, I drink lemon oil in my water every single day. 2 or 3 times a day at least. I'm putting 3 to 5 drops in my bottle of water. It helps keep my system cleaned out, helps keep my pH balanced. I feel like it helps with my energy level, keeps me kind of on the up and up. So that one is with me all the time.
And what's the difference between using just lemon, just putting fresh lemon in? Just the potency?
The potency, essential oils are much more potent than what you're going to get out of the actual fruit. Yeah. And then the lemon oil is actually distilled it's pressed from the rind of the lemon versus the actual lemon juice.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier on your system than actually putting lemon juice into your water. And it's a lot, for me, it's a lot easier because you've got it in a bottle and you don't have to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've actually, in those out there who know me well, it's like I do random things. So I'm like, well, I will slice a lemon and put it in a Ziploc bag before I get in the airplane. But this is easier, less messy, and it won't mold if I go to the Southwest.
Or forget about it. And that's the great thing about essential oils is the shelf life. They're good for many, many years. Citrus oils specifically have a shelf life of more of about 30 years, but oils such as frankincense will stay good for hundreds of years if you keep it out of direct sunlight.
Wow. So. Yeah, amazing.
Yep.
So what else do you use daily?
Daily, I use peppermint oil. I use it as a breath freshener instead of chewing gum. I use it for headaches. I also use it in the afternoon when I'm getting kind of that lull of afternoon sitting in front of a computer. I use it, put it on my forehead. It helps oxygenate the blood, so it really revs you back up and gives you a little bit more boost of energy. And
you're just directly applying it to your skin?
Yeah, just like one drop, just rubbing against my forehead. For headaches, I put it on the back of my neck and also just up here on my pressure points, on my kind of near my temples.
Nice. And then for breath freshener, you just put a drop in your mouth?
Yep, a couple drops underneath my tongue. And that's the great thing about doTERRA essential oils is they're certified pure therapeutic grade, and they are, the FDA doesn't oversee essential oils. They don't do approvals on them, but they are generally recognized as safe to ingest.
Okay. So. Yeah. I totally noticed that too. I've used a lot of different brands, and it's you can feel that it's just like you said, it's just really clean and clear, and they're pure.
Now, one oil that you're not going to want to travel without going on the plane to LA is On Guard, especially with it being winter in the United States. That's a great infection fighter. It helps stimulate the immune system, fights off germs. So that's a really good one. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet, or you can put it in your water, drop it underneath your tongue too. So that's a really good one.
I've been using that one. I love that one.
And the flavor of it's really good too, because it's got cinnamon in it, orange in it, clove. It's spicy, but it's good flavor. That makes
sense too. The bottom. I mean, just a lot in Ayurveda, when you want to, if you're going in a public place like an airplane, you want to protect your opening. So crown of your head, bottoms of your feet, center of your palms. Just that and it's your auric field has more protection. So it makes a lot of sense.
It does,
that you
yeah.
put it in the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, and the reflexology points on the bottom of your feet as well.
So tomorrow on my way to the airport, that's what I'll do. I'll take the On Guard out while Winston's driving, and I'll hands, feet, top of head. Sounds great. I like the...
I do that on Lillian every day before I send her to daycare, especially during the winter. Just put on the bottoms of her feet as I'm getting ready in the morning.
Nice.
And it helps ward off. And then we take it underneath our tongue most mornings too.
Just a drop or two.
Yep.
Okay, great. Oh yeah, and then under the tongue. Great. I'll do that.
Let's see what else is in here. Digest Zen. That's a good one.
Oh wait, actually, let me go back to, so if someone, because often people feel like they're coming down with something when they're traveling, so they just take On Guard under their tongue a few times a day.
Yep. On Guard lemon's really good too for the same thing.
Yeah.
And then frankincense. I always add frankincense in because it's an anti-inflammatory, and it helps kind of soothe things out. So I usually always add frankincense too. And any of those I'll take internally or put them on me as well.
When you feel like you're coming down with something. Okay.
Yep. Gargle with On Guard if you feel like you're getting something in your throat.
Yeah.
Gargle with it. You can even throw in some oregano and gargle that.
And you should dilute it, right?
If you're putting it on topically, if you're putting it on the bottoms of your feet, it's not necessary to.
So like
because
gargle like with quite a bit of water.
I just do like a shot glass full of water
and like 2 drops
of oil.
Okay.
And then gargle it, and then I'll sit there by the sink and follow it up with several glasses of water when I swallow.
Yeah, because you want it in you.
Yep.
Yeah, these suckers are expensive, so every drop counts.
It does, and less is more, really. Like less more often.
Okay.
So if you do feel like you're coming down with something, don't take 6 drops of it. Right. Take 2 drops, and then 3-4 hours later, take 2 more drops. Okay. So keeping a constant flow of it in your body rather than like giving yourself mass amounts just like once or twice a day is much more effective.
Okay.
So
great.
Oregano, I like to have that one with me because if I am coming down with something or if I do get something, I can usually stave it off with using some oregano. It's very potent antibacterial and antiviral.
So you just put in like 2 drops in some water and...
A lot of people don't like the flavor of it, and it is...
It's intense.
It's really intense.
Yeah, I've burned my various parts of my body with it.
If you put this on topically, you definitely want to dilute it.
Except for my toenail fungus. I can put it straight on that, and it just doesn't seem to...
Yeah, don't be rubbing it on your throat. Like if you feel like you're getting a sore throat. Don't get it in your eyes at all. Funny story, actually, when we first started using it, Bird put some in a green smoothie.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, this stuff's antibacterial, it's antiviral, it's great stuff. Put like 3-4 drops in our smoothie. It about killed both of us.
You drank it?
We did. We drank it. He warned me, but I still drank it.
It burned.
Yeah, it burned and it just had an awful taste.
Yeah.
I mean, you can cook with the oils too.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think because I use them for certain... what is it, like intestinal worms and like, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, parasites.
Yeah, parasites.
Yep. So yeah, if you're going to cook with them, I just take a toothpick, stick it in, and then take the toothpick and stir it in whatever I'm making.
Okay.
Rather than putting a whole drop.
A drop.
Yeah,
right,
because it's so intense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, another one I use daily, so I always travel with it. I always have it with me is Balance. It's a blend that doTERRA makes.
Yep.
It's got blue tansy and rosewood. What else is in it? I'm trying to think.
I have some and I use it. I love it.
I've got a bigger bottle in here, and it's absolutely amazing. It grounds me like no other. I mean, it is honestly the spruce, rosewood, frankincense, and blue tansy. And it's already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so you don't have to worry about diluting it any further.
You can just put it right on.
Yeah, and I use that on the bottom of my feet every day. Usually on my wrists as well, rub it together. The scent of it, it really does. It just grounds you. It takes stress away. It's a good one.
And so those 4 too. I mean, and particularly rosewood, I've had people use for years with oil massage, especially when people are low OJAS or their immune system's kind of wrecked and they're just noticing they're influenced by everything, especially when people do a lot of yoga and meditation. They get they get highly sensitive. Everything gets highly attuned. And often the world can seem like just a very loud, noisy, aggressive place. And so adding rosewood just to body oil for Abhyanga is great. And this I've noticed too, like I love this in my Abhyanga oil for that reason of just Not that I have the low OJIS or the high sensitivity effect, but I'm just like I feel like very grounded, and yeah, it's a beautiful. So that makes sense that you travel with it just for that sense of having it on. So if you had to pick just two that you would travel with, which two would you travel with? And I know we're not even through the ones that you
probably lemon and On Guard.
On Guard, yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, and the lemon because you just want to make sure that you're not picking up bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.